Now, what's this map supposed to be? Wait a minute. I remember these. They're challenges I faced in the past. I just never succeeded in completing them.
But that all changes today!
What?
What? We're not going to let you do this alone. Besides, how else are we supposed to celebrate Christmas together?
Okay, I think I'm ready.
That's the spirit!
Let's go! On the first day of Christmas, I roamed around at sea, a journey through the fog by Hechie. Hello everyone, and welcome to my biggest video project yet, the 12 Demons of Christmas Will You Remember Me? Over the past few years, I really loved the concept of the 12 Demons of Christmas, hosted by none other than EVW. It was really awesome to watch someone play some demon levels to count down till Christmas. It was a very fun event for the end of the year, and over time, it has been pushed to even crazier stuff by involving lots of players in the community to work together and show off some crazy levels for the special event. While the collabs make it more fun, I do still miss the original solo 12 Demons of Christmas since that was how it all started. It brought some intense moments beating levels on time for this special occasion, and that's what made it fun. So I thought for this one-time opportunity, I thought I would go ahead and make my own 12 Demons of Christmas. And for the theme, I will be dedicating all of my past experiences with all the extremes I played many years ago and couldn't finish, but now I finally have the chance to complete them. Oh, and not only I'm doing a 12 Demons of Christmas on my own, but my good buddy Drongostash actually invited me to do a level for his 12 Demons of Christmas. Originally I wasn't going to be there since if I was doing one on my own, they thought it would be too confusing to include me, but after discussion, they still wanted to invite me anyways. So, cool. I'm glad to be part of it. So if you're watching from Drongo's event, you get to see the first episode of my 12 Demons of Christmas if you want to watch as well. It's going to be a wild ride, so if you're interested, then make sure to subscribe so you won't miss any of them. Thank you so much, Drongo, for inviting me to your Christmas event. I really do appreciate it. Alright, back to the episode. So how it's going to work is I'll be introducing the level for the episode, the videos will be normal highlights as usual, and of course near the end I'll give my thoughts of the level and share some of my past with it. We'll see if anything has changed for how I viewed them. It'll be interesting. Anyways, let's begin the journey with the first level. It's time to begin our journey through the fog. Nice. I forgot, dude. No, I can't be forgetting how to play the level that I just practiced. So yeah. This is pretty much Hechie's second level that came out. They're all epic rated, which is pretty cool. But this one is definitely much different than Lumina. That is more of like a remake or inspiration of Congregation. This one is actually its own type of idea while still pretty much being related to the single game mode type of trend. So the theming of this level with the gameplay is that this level uses only cube. But there are actually no spikes in the entire level, meaning that you are doing block jumps every single time. Oh yeah, slopes. Don't forget slopes. There are a ton of slopes. This level can feel a little bit difficult doing the same type of jumps over and over again. But from what I learned is that this level is not beginning and ending carried. Pretty much the main difficulty from this is, well, you have to get far really often. But this level isn't meant to be like crazy difficult. It's just supposed to be really learny because of the types of block jumps you have to do and also just keeping up the pace throughout the entire level. I really hope that the beginning doesn't feel too repetitive since they didn't want the beginning to be ridiculously hard because it would just be boring playing gameplay elements that just have like one jump per second. Like really the first quarter is not that hard at all. It generally isn't. I just have to do it more and it's probably going to take a little bit. That was late. That one part itself is definitely one of the harder sections of the level because you can't really see the blocks, and most of the time you have to jump in a specific way. It looks like most of them are late, but sometimes you just can't jump late. Oh, you can't hit specific things, otherwise that can happen. So as I'm playing this, which is the beginning of August right now, this is probably yet another level that might end up in my top 10, maybe. I really have no idea how hard this can be, considering this is a level that is, honestly, for its difficulty, very consistent. The thing is that I have no idea when I'm gonna get that consistency so that I can actually play the harder parts of the level. Pretty much at that time, maybe there's a chance that I have been something in my top 10 that's much harder than this, and it will not technically be shown when I put this on the list. Well, I mean, we'll see. It depends what is gonna be involved with the 12 Demons of Christmas. But this is technically like the final non-wave level to be in my top 10 until I actually put something that's in there that is wave. So if you're curious why the fog is the first level for this 12 Demons of Christmas, like the theme says, it's basically themed around levels that I have played and remembered and also have dropped and spent a lot of effort trying to beat but couldn't do it. And that's pretty much why the 12 Demons of Christmas phrase is called Will You Remember Me, as a kind of like, will you remember the times from the level that you've done so long ago that you wanted to beat it and actually have the opportunity to finish it now for this special occasion, and once it's over, will you still remember them? That's pretty much the whole theming of this entire 12 Demons of Christmas. And I have no clue how it's going to be viewed once it's over, considering these are still levels that I've wanted to beat to see if I could have beaten them, and see if they actually hold up in a way today. Will there be something that I want to look back to? Most of the levels, yes, are from 2.1. This is the only level that doesn't have like a look back at when you played it years ago. This is just because the fog is an example of you're going to be going through levels that you have dropped, so this is going to be a very, very tough adventure. And this is pretty much why I feel like this is going to feel like a journey type of... I mean, it's still a journey project regardless on how you view it, because 12 Demons of Christmas has always been that thing where, well, when it came out for Eric, he wanted to show off levels that felt special to the community throughout the year, so he picked them as like the 12 Demons of Christmas, or levels that he really wanted to be. But because like the 12 Demons of Christmas has been pushed into like more of a collab thing, which I think is cool. I think it's really nice to put people into a big project like that. But yet again, there are some like old times where I do miss the solo project of the 12 Demons of Christmas. So that's why I felt like it would be nice to do at least one to show how interesting it could be. So that's why I'm considering to at least try one 12 Demons of Christmas for this year. I'm not sure how it's going to work. Obviously, I have prepared everything, but there is a good chance that something can't be changed for it if it does not go to how I think it would have gone. Hopefully this makes some sort of sense in some way, that I still miss the old 12 Demons of Christmas. So hopefully this will turn out at least well, because this is pretty much like my one opportunity to commit to something for the community, so I hope this will still be decently fun. I will tell you, it's been really difficult, and I'm sure it's going to feel much harder to finish this off since I'm not even fully close, since there are much harder things left, but I'm still going to keep going and push through it. And it's too late again. You got to go a bit earlier. That was early. I just want to pass that part once. Oh, come on. I'm not kidding. It looks like I'm failing to nothing. I bet if I look back, there are like opportunities where I am like objectively hitting a block, but it's literally because of a frame alignment or something that like part of the hitbox is thinking that you hit something even though you just did not. So that makes me even more angry.
I feel like such an idiot right now.
I have to stop.
Dude, I'm gonna... No!
I can't do
if
it.
you, like, deleted the pre-drop, and then deleted the first wave, and then deleted the second wave, and then
You're
deleted
right.
the 70 wave, and deleted the ending, it'd be pretty fun. Balance update? Get me on this.
So you want to make it an easy demon?
Yes. Nothing ruins a day better than Kinos and Sayo Device. Like, the worst combination in history.
Yeah, because you gotta play it on controller.
I don't think I'd physically be capable of doing that, even if I played on controller for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I fucking hated that shit.
I don't know why, my nerves have just been really bad today. I get a good run and then suddenly I'm shaking for the next 5 minutes.
Jesus, dude.
I'm like, Pinos? Dude, this guy thinks he's so funny. More like Kinos.
He knows.
Or, wait, no. Yeah, there is a level called Pinos, isn't there? Is that rated? It's by Manny Heffley? Wait, what? You're lying.
That level was by Manny Heffley?
What the fuck is this? Pinos is a real level by Manny Heffley.
I gotta find
Invisible
it.
hitboxes! It stays true to the original! Oh my god. Oh, it's impossible in 2.2. That's tragic.
No.
I might message him on Discord right now. Yo, gang, Pinos is impossible. I think he would unadd me. Like, actually, I think he would unadd me. Too inappropriate? This fucking Rob Top guy, man.
Okay, so I was watching this video, Freddy, and this girl went to the airport and all that. I don't know how, but this thing that she grabbed looked like a passport. It was a Lego book hand guide.
What?
Yeah. So they were at the airport and they couldn't go on the plane because she didn't actually bring her passport by accident.
What? That
The
is...
dad was so pissed, he was just silent.
Wow. I can't imagine.
Like, what do you do at that point? You know what I mean?
I don't know. It's over.
You pray that time freezes.
No, you're going home.
Home Alone, bitch.
Your money.
Gone. Your luggage, gone.
Your luggage gone.
Your real passport, gone. That Lego shit, even though it's not real, gone.
Bro.
You know, I know this is kind of weird, but I kind of want Christmas.
Huh?
So I can, I want Christmas to come. So I can make gingerbread cookies and
Yeah.
watch and like have hot cocoa with,
You know, that does sound
marshmallows.
far.
with
Far
marshmallow.
fun. Oh my god, I'm not far.
Okay, I'll stay quiet, sir. With marshmallows. And, if
And more
if
marshmallows.
I have to, I'll find a way to watch Home Alone. It came on Paramount one year and then came off, obviously. So it didn't come on next year. So maybe this year they'll try. Fuck summer. I just hate summer. I fucking despise it, dude. It's 25, but the humidity is probably so fucking. What's the humidity? It's 72. The humidity is 72%.
Yeah, that's bad.
Dude, that's gonna feel like a brick wall of just heat.
Wait, that's a thing that can happen. Yeah, I had no choice because I clicked way too fast, didn't I? It happened. Let's go. Right, yeah, failing at that part is just gonna feel like annoying. I have no idea why. There's just this random, foggy, cloudy background just flying on the screen every time you fail at that specific part. It's only been that part. Not sure if literally like no one failed there like multiple times from zero and experienced that bug, but that is very distracting. Wait, is the moon rare? Or did I actually grab the moon? And what does the moon do? I'm really hoping that after I finish the fog, it'll at least give me more confidence when I actually finish the last couple levels that I have left for 12 Demons of Christmas. Again, it's still a big mystery of what levels are going to be in there and when they're going to get done by that time, since, you know, I'm sure everyone would understand that doing a 12 Demons of Christmas is not that easy, and especially if you do it near the point when it is Christmas. Obviously, I did not do that. It is still something if you're making it a big 12 Demons of Christmas compared to, well, I guess beating easier levels just to show off for Christmas. It feels weird to think that even though this is like not even close to Christmas, I am literally recording this in August, but the fact of the matter that it still feels way closer when I actually started this project. I actually thought about it like after the 12 Demons of Christmas, kind of, a little bit after. A year doesn't seem like far off from if you're doing stuff, obviously, and I guess this really takes an impact. No promises knowing how this is gonna work out, even though it does seem like a simple idea. I'm hoping that the level choices work out perfectly for this whole thing. Again, this isn't like a hard thing that I'm trying to make out of this. It's just me trying to show, I guess, pretty much my past self all these levels. I guess I've considered really wanted to do, even if they're just levels that are very unpopular and just somehow been in my saved levels list for pretty much ever. It was basically the same kind of like treatment that I had with Butiti 3, since that was like the biggest level of all time, even though it was literally like the most disappointing thing just to come out because it was literally pressured to come out. Hopefully everything else will have a better impact though. Again? Why did I fail there again? I can't imagine having an attempt where I'm talking and then after I do some talking and end it after I beat the level. Like that just doesn't sound like something that would be possible to happen most of the time, and I don't know if it's something I want to happen since there are some awkward pauses. That was pretty much it, I won't lie, so that's really annoying. I don't know why I failed there again. It's not hard. Yeah. Seriously, which level started it off to bring this problem to every level that I've been playing? Which level started it? Was it actually quantum dynamics, or did that push everything further? Oh, you know what happened? I thought I failed by clicking too early at that one jump, but guess what happened? It gave me a lag spike instead to prove that I wasn't gonna get far. Again, too fast. What are you doing? Literally, I was that confident to knowing what I was supposed to do, and what do you know? Click too early to nothing. I'm not going late. Too early, dude. Yeah, I saw that coming. Like, I'm surprised that it's been a lot of passes here. I mean, I'm getting better at this jump, but still. Dude, I fucking hate that so much. I had to raise my finger higher. I had no choice. It's because I haven't failed there at all today and felt really good at playing the ending over and over again, and I'm just not even remotely doing good at it somehow. Okay, it's time to actually begin the 12 Demons of Christmas. Starting with the fog. Oh boy. Firstly, I just want to say, it's also earlier in the video, that the fog isn't completely related with the series. This is more of an introduction of what the other levels are going to feel like when we get to that point. It's a foggy path that I'm taking. I'm going to face lots of roadblocks. Pretty much how I experienced the fog itself. This level took a huge toll on me. It was so hard to get any consistency with the level, and it didn't help failing at the same exact jumps in specific parts over and over again. Before I explain what I thought was a huge problem in the experience, I just want to remind you all, I still think this is a great level. For something that has only cube, and there's only blocks and slopes for the gameplay elements, mainly just blocks, it has such a unique charm to it. There are other levels that follow the same formula, but this one works really well, and especially for making it engaging. However, there are some parts that does make this less engaging, mainly when you try to build that consistency later on. From what I looked, I still don't fully know what was the goal for making this level fair and enjoyable, but it did seem that they wanted the beginning not to be super difficult compared to the middle, since the song starts off really slow, and in order to have it go in that specific pace, the beginning has to be really slow, which is why the gameplay looks boring. So I think they tried making it one of the easier parts, since everyone believes, and I would probably think the same way, having a very boring impossible beginning would make a level really unenjoyable. So because of that, I thought it would get consistent early on. No. It was impossible to even make progress or get somewhat consistent at the beginning. It took like around a week to even get any sort of consistency in the beginning. And while I was somewhat glad it was getting consistent, I kept failing at the first 2x speed part for no reason. I don't want to share too much about it since it was super bad. I had hundreds of fails in that part, not an exaggeration. The blue orbs make a lot more sense. There are a couple of clicks that definitely were choke points, but I was already having a terrible experience that failing at the same clicks in the double speed part didn't make it any better. And that bug where the fog appears in the beginning for no reason, it just made me even more angry. Because it would get in the way, and it doesn't help when I'm already frustrated. Thankfully, the second half is really consistent for the most part. Some of it is really difficult in the learning phase, but you get it down. And once you reach the ending, which is Kiba's part, you really should beat the level from there. Failing there once made it bad enough since it took forever to even get back there. But failing at it again? No words at all. No words. At least I got back there 20 minutes later, but I would have just expected to never get there again, and that just made me really demotivated. The lag didn't help either. Holy, the lag was pretty bad in some parts. I did beat this on full detail, but there really was no reason on why it should have lagged, but oh well, can't do anything about that. I just wish this level could have gone a lot better. I really wanted to enjoy something this cool. I still somewhat do for the most part, but the experience made it a whole different story. I also did this to add one more level to my top 10 hardest that has no wave at all. It was just to fully make it official that whatever was on there was easily harder than XO. Since there is one level I found underrated, but if it really wasn't harder than XO for some reason, then this should 100% count as complete. It's just a bonus, if anything, nothing too crazy. And yeah, I think that's about it. Not sure if I recommend this level. If you're up for a tedious beginning, then go ahead. But that's pretty much all I have to say about the fog. So, now that we're at the end of the episode, for this series, I will be teasing the title for the next episode, just to somewhat hint out the theme for it. The levels still remain a mystery, but I think it'll be a fun idea. So next time on the 12 Demons of Christmas, Will You Remember Me? We're here to finish it for you. And by the way, if you're watching this from Drongo's 12 Demons of Christmas, Jules will be next in line for that specific series as well. I don't know how Drongo got these insanely cool people to join, but it's a reality, I guess. Cool in my book. Anyways, back to what I was saying for the next episode. So this sounds like a level I dropped loads of times, but it'll finally be done once and for all. See you for the next level.